Welcome, everybody, to our latest episode of Food.
Not food.
I'm Allison Bergman,
I'm Marcel Circus.
and we are the hosts of Food Not Food. But we're also the authors of the book Food Not Food, a visual journey. Marcel, you have to tell me what it is. I can never remember what we wrote.
Again,
I know, a visual journey
of real
of real
foods and their
food and their
lookalikes.
lookalikes. Almost had it.
Yes.
The book in Spanish, and now for those activity minded, the coloring book.
Yay. I
Yes,
love the
folks,
coloring book. I
you could
started
actually.
coloring my coloring book.
Did you? I'm
I
excited.
did.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
It's really
I
fun.
I think I'm going to send it to a friend of mine who's an illustrator and see what he does with it. So, yeah, that'll be
That'd be great.
exciting.
We could post them. That'd be fun.
Yeah. So, anyhow, for those of you who have joined us before, we talk about all things food and
Not food.
hmm Um, Marcel and I have known each other for a very long time, and we're foodies, and we grew up in Hollywood diet culture, and we share a lot of cultural things and interesting things about food, and we also have a lot of contrasting approaches
A
to
lot of
food.
contrast. That's why Allison is food and we'll eat a granola bar. And last week, I ate the not food. I'm in charge of eating not food.
Right,
And it
right.
comes natural to me.
Okay, so
Yeah. So
let's get into it.
yeah, I wanted to kick off today's show with a New Year's resolution check-in.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we did a show, right between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I wanted to talk about what our resolutions are. I thought it would be fun to sort of check in and see where we are in August. And I'll start. I'll go
Yeah,
first.
go
I
for
have
it.
absolutely no idea what my resolution was. I don't know.
Well, that makes things easy.
I thought about it and I'm like, and I've had some good ones before. Like one was more day drinking, one was to add vodka to my diet, things like that.
How's that
They
going?
were actually resolutions. I thought they would be more fun, but I don't remember if I did one this year.
Mm. Yeah, I think we talked
Mm.
about, well, I know for me, like I put for the year, like on my board, like what I want to do. I'm usually a super planner. And this year, I just was so overwhelmed by all the things going on in the world and in my life that I tried to keep it super basic. I'm looking at it now, that's why I'm looking off this way.
Yeah.
And I basically just came down to like, what are the four main factors in my life that I would like to see movement forward in? And that's all I did. And I really haven't, well, I've
It's
got
August.
some of them. Yeah, I gotta kick it into gear if I'm gonna get them done.
Yeah. I'm starting the
So,
mid-year resolution.
so what if you'd had some New Year's resolutions? What would they have been? Do you remember like anything?
No, I mean, before we started recording, you're like, "Oh, did you cook anything fun?" I don't remember. I don't even know what I had for breakfast. So,
Well, here's the real question, Marcel. Did
skip
you
that.
have breakfast?
If I had breakfast,
Did you have
okay, I think it
breakfast?
was Eggo waffles with syrup,
Okay. Well, at least you had
which is
breakfast.
so lame. I know. At least it was breakfast. At least I didn't wait till 4 o'clock to eat something.
Yeah, I don't think
Just,
it's as lame as, nothing until 4 o'clock
yeah,
or,
that's usually what I do.
a couple M&Ms. So
Hmm.
it was
Yeah,
still in
Butterfinger.
it was in the breakfast family.
Yeah, it was in the breakfast, man. It was in the breakfast aisle.
Right.
And a serving sizes too, which we'll get into that in a minute. Because I do want to talk about serving sizes that are fun. And I was just thinking about New Year's resolutions
Hmm.
and a conversation that I had with my mom in December, like literally December 31st.
Hmm.
And she said to me, I had a note, but it was something like, she said, I'm so sick of this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's ridiculous already. And I was like, are you trying to be funny right now? Like,
She
is
just likes
that,
Thursdays and Fridays and Saturdays and
yeah, I don't,
Sundays.
I'm so sick of this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's ridiculous already. And I go, I go, are you trying to be funny right now? And she says to me, oh, sure, everything is funny to you. Everything is a joke. So, and so I was thinking about it. I was thinking about New Year's resolutions, and I think it comes together very nicely. And yes, my New Year's resolution, I'm going to say going forward is everything is a joke, which is explains this podcast and every book I've ever written, and the next two books that I'm writing, and probably anything else I will ever do, is based on a joke. So just putting it out there. That's my New Year's resolution.
Well, I think that's not an unhealthy perspective, given the times we live in, because I think, they say if you don't laugh, you'll cry. For me, like I'm kind of overwhelmed with everything going on in the world, and I totally respect the ability to
Yeah,
be a joke, because
exactly. It's a good outlet.
what else are you gonna do? Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
So in that spirit, we can move on to serving size.
Oh, that is a joke.
That is a joke,
That is a joke. Well,
right?
to be fair, they did try to, I think I read somewhere that like the FDA had to go to change it to just like reasonable serving sizes for some things. Because like there aren't 2.5 servings in a can of Coke. Let's just, be real.
Right, right.
So I think they
And
had to finally change those. But
yeah, and then like the Trader Joe's little mini tiny ice cream cones, like
yeah,
I can really just eat one of those. So a serving size is three for 240 calories. Why not just put 80 calories for one?
yeah,
Do I have to feel like I'm a big hero because I only ate one and a serving size is three? I mean, you're just trying to
yeah,
stroke my ego. Just tell
yeah,
me how many calories are in the element.
yeah. Three seems a little ridiculous.
Isn't that ridiculous?
But that's
Yeah,
the
I thought
reverse.
so.
Usually it's the other way around.
I know, it's so stupid. And here's another thing too about quarter cups. So my son is doing, he's tracking his macros and whatever. So for breakfast, he said he could have a quarter cup of strawberries. Now, in my whole life, I never like measured a quarter cup of anything that wasn't a liquid or a powder, right? Sugar,
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So I try to measure a quarter cup of straw. First of all, I can't even fit one strawberry
No,
in a quarter cup.
no.
Like I had to cut it into little pieces, and I'm like, you basically get one strawberry.
Yeah.
So, so I would like to say, I don't think the quarter cup should be used as a measurement tool for food, other than preparation recipe, liquids, and powders.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so that's interesting because a quarter cup liquid and a quarter cup solid are actually different measurements. So
It's
a
different
quarter
volume.
cup, yeah, it's a quarter cup solid. Also, when it comes to strawberries, that seems so bizarre. Like I would say with something like strawberries, you're totally right. With the quarter cup makes no sense. But if a food scale would make more sense if you really wanted to do that. Like how
Well, I
many
do. Yeah, he should probably, yeah, we could
grams?
measure grams. I don't know
Yeah.
why it would say a quarter cup of
Yeah,
strawberries.
besides which a quarter cup of strawberries is like
It's like
nothing
half a strawberry,
because
even cut into thirds.
strawberries are like 80% water.
Yeah,
So a quarter cup of strawberries is like that's nothing.
yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell them it's stupid, you won't do it.
Yeah. And I told him, I go, how am I going to do that? And he's like, just give me three or four strawberries. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
So
quarter
yeah,
cup, that's
so
crazy.
yeah, so I'm not using the quarter cup anymore for anything. I'm boycotting
Yeah.
the quarter cup and the serving size suggestions.
Yeah, it's funny because portion sizes, I mean, that's such a huge thing of the whole diet culture. Like, you're supposed to eat a certain amount of this, a certain amount of that. And most people in American culture, most people eat much larger portions than they need to. And I think a lot of that is restaurant. Restaurants just serve
Yeah,
giant
they're giving us too
plates
much.
because they think because we perceive it as value to have a lot for a price, so they give you a lot. I remember one time I was at there's a Mexican restaurant chain here that they used to have really quality food, and then they kept the prices the same, but then they made their plates like twice the size. I'm like, okay, I just wanted the two tacos. I don't need a vat of black beans to go with it. I
Right, a
just wanted the
vat.
two tacos, maybe a little lettuce on the side or maybe a bite or two of rice. But now it's just like the quality has gone down, but the volume has gone up.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of us have a skewed idea about portions, you
Yeah,
know.
even the regular dinner plate. And I've gone through a lot of different sets of dishes over the years, and they all seem like buffet. They all look like, but when did a regular plate become a buffet plate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Some
It's
giant
weird.
platter. Yeah.
So I feel like I'm making a lot of meals, like for my son or whatever, and he doesn't eat them right away. And then I'm like reheating. It's just weird. Like, okay, you want to eat now, you don't want to eat now. Now it's cold, now it's
Mm.
hot. And I just need to like do something different. I was thinking about getting those hotel plate covers, like you get at a hospital or a hotel.
Hmm.
I think I'm going to start presenting the meals like this because I'm cooking. I have no idea when anybody's going to eat it, you know.
Hmm.
And as you know, we have a fly situation. So I think I'm going to go online and get one of those covers over the plate and
Yeah.
a normal size plate.
Yeah. It's called a cloche. A cloche.
Was that what
I
that
don't
is?
ask me why I know
Okay.
that. I have no idea why. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
know why I know that because I work in theater and we do a lot of stuff that's period stuff. So you deal with props. And a cloche is something that you use with props and somebody's pulling in a tray of food. A cloche. It's called a cloche.
Well, I can't resist here. I need
Yes.
closure of how I'm dealing with
But
serving these meals that nobody eats after I put
you
them down.
need closure. Oh, I might have to get a t-shirt like that or
I
something.
do. Yeah, that would be so good.
Like to
I need
hide, like there's a
closure.
little picture of Marcel hiding under a giant cloche.
Yeah,
She says, I
right,
just need some closure.
right. With a fly
The
just buzzing
fly.
around just outside the lid.
I love it.
I think it's perfect.
Ah,
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'll put that together in my spare time. We'll add a new shirt to the
Yeah.
Sweet Pepper. And by the way, I also want to say before we move on, a special thank you to Sweet Pepper Publishing, who we don't really acknowledge, and we should.
Yes. Yes. They're amazing at Sweet Pepper.
Yeah.
Yes. They're
So I want to
super
thank Sweet
supportive.
Pepper Publishing, you know, for liking the first book and then agreeing that a coloring book was a good idea. So
And folks, we got merch too.
we have merch
Yeah.
and our podcast at sweetpepperpublishing.com and some fun deals on stuff there. So you can check that out.
Yeah, one of my favorites, I'm just gonna say this because I get so many compliments on it. We have these shopping bags, reusable shopping bag, grocery shopping bags that they're white and they have our, if those of you who are listening to us, if you know our book, the on the front cover is an apple and a candy apple to show food and not food. And we also have what we call the Franken apple. And if you're watching today, you can see a picture of a Franken apple behind Marcel from
The
our
poster.
podcast poster. So anyway, so we have those on our shopping bags, but the shopping bags are great. They're white and then they have the printing on them, and then they have red um, straps. But my favorite thing is because they're long straps, you can put them over your shoulder, and they carry and they hold a lot of stuff. So just practically, I use them. The all the cashiers at Trader Joe's are like, "Oh, these are cool." Then I tell them the whole story of food, not food, and then
Right.
they do all they look at our QR code. And
Yeah, the tote
anyway,
bags are awesome.
love them. Grocery, the
Yeah.
shopping bags. So
Yeah.
those are my personal favorite.
Yeah. So you can get those at sweetpepperpublishing.com
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
great.
you were going to tell me about we talked about tofu, right?
Yes. Yes. So here's something I made this week that was interesting. I've been looking at tofu recipes because I do eat poultry and fish. We don't eat red meat in the house anymore for health reasons. Also, my husband basically is like, I'm just not comfortable eating mammals anymore. So we don't, which is fine. We were both ready to give them up. But I'm just getting kind of bored with, I use a lot of ground turkey breast, and I get kind of bored with that. And there are other options out there. So I love this high protein, super firm tofu. I get this at Trader Joe's. And it's hardly even needs to be squeezed at all. It's like very firm brick. You just basically, squeeze it a little bit to get some of the moisture out, but because it's sitting in water, but it's like a brick. And so I've had recipes where I'm like, oh, you can grate it like mozzarella cheese and you have the grating. And then I saw that somebody was just crumbling it. I didn't realize it would crumble like that. And it crumbles and turns into like ground meat. So, one of my go-to easy weeknight dinners is this whole grain pasta with ground turkey in the Instapot. It's like not like spaghetti, like a penne or something, and it holds it pretty well in there. And I throw in all the ingredients and it's done in 15 minutes and it's easy. And so Tuesday night, I sing on in the evenings on Tuesdays, and so we don't eat till late. So I ran in the kitchen and I threw everything in the Instapot, and then I ran and turned it on while I was still in my singing group. And then I'll come back and it's done. So this time, instead of the ground turkey, I just crumbled up this whole block of the tofu and I mixed it with the same things I mixed the turkey with. I put in tomato paste and garlic and red peppers and all those other things, and I threw in the pasta and I'm like, we'll see what happens. And it came out great. It came
Did you
out
have to
great.
put, did you saute it first?
I a little bit. I sauteed it right in the Instapot, a little
Hmm.
bit with some olive oil and some spices, and I put the tomato paste in with it then, so to kind of
Okay.
soak up the flavor of the tomato paste and the garlic and the
Yeah.
spices, because then it kind of infuses in to the tofu, but also because it's in the Instapot, it kind of pushes it in anyway. And it didn't fall apart, it didn't disintegrate. It came out really good.
Wow.
So I think every once in a while I'll do that instead is the tofu. It's certainly less expensive, and it's a good alternative. So
Yeah, that's
that
great.
was cool.
I
Yeah.
haven't used my Instant Pot in a while. So I
Oh,
replaced it over the summer with the air fryer,
yeah. I
which
love
I
air
really
fryer
was not
too.
interested in getting at first. Now I really like it.
It's great, isn't it?
It is great.
Yeah. What did you make
Yeah.
in it last time? Did you make
So
something?
I did the first time I did chicken tenders. I did like this popcorn chicken, recipe with cornstarch and the whole thing. And I didn't love
Mm,
it. I didn't love all the coatings.
mm.
So then went kind of like old school. I did chicken tenders, dipped in egg, then dipped in seasoned breadcrumbs, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. 8 minutes,
Yeah.
4 minutes on each side at like 385. Crazy.
Yeah. Nice and
Done.
crunchy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. So
amazing.
you got the one that's got the sliding things in it and everything too,
It's
right?
yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean,
It's
like,
got,
is it a round thing or a square thing?
it's like a square drawer. You pull it, it's like a
Yeah.
file cabinet from 1980. But I like it. And then I bought the paper liners, and I
Mm.
just haven't done a paper liner thing yet. So, I mean, we don't have to like go too deep into it. We'll probably take this offline, but I really want to know like there's a frozen button, and I haven't done anything frozen. Like, should I throw frozen shrimp in the paper and cook shrimp on paper in the basket? Have you done that?
I haven't done shrimp in there. I've done salmon in there, but I haven't done shrimp.
Frozen salmon fillets?
Frozen, yeah, but not on there. I use the the bake setting on my air fryer when I'm making doing the salmon, and I do that from frozen though.
Okay, bake. And
But
are you baking on the papers?
no, I'm not. When I use the paper, I do the paper if it's going to be anything sticky that I don't want to stick to my basket or something.
Like what? I don't even know what
Um,
that would be.
like if I do teriyaki tofu, I've coated it, so I'll put the tofu on the paper in the air fryer
Okay.
basket. So because otherwise it's really hard to clean it, it sticks and it's
Got it.
nasty.
So if I did like teriyaki wings or something
Hmm.
like that or
Yeah,
saucy, you
it's
put the
like
paper.
parchment paper, so
Yeah, I bought them.
yeah. Yeah, it'll save you. Mine doesn't, I don't have the holes on my paper, that kind of thing, because my air fryer is more, it's kind of like a mini oven.
I've seen that. Yeah. You have the two
Yeah.
doors that open. It's like a big,
Well, mine looks like a giant toaster oven, basically.
yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. So I use it for baking, anything that'll fit in there because it just takes up less energy, it heats up faster, cools down faster. But I air fry in there too. There's a basket, a rack, a tray. I can do any of
Right.
that in there too. So
Yeah.
I just throw a piece of parchment paper down and it works great.
Yeah. I just noticed it has all these other, I mean, I've had it for like 2 months. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it says frozen. Oh, there's a frozen
Oh
button.
yeah. Oh yeah. Anything
Bacon.
you can throw frozen in there. I've been doing lately sweet potato fries. I love sweet potato.
I like that
And
too.
I just toss them in. They literally are like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They're so easy.
It
So
is. It's easy and it's fast. And you're right. It's just like the kitchen stays cool. You just have this one appliance, super easy to clean, the one I got.
yeah, and
So I'm
much healthier
really
because
happy with that.
yeah, because you get the crispness of something that's been in oil, but there's no oil. You just
Yeah.
spray it. I spray lightly with avocado oil. That's all I have in there. It's a huge difference.
Yeah. So what I did was I bought the sprays at Trader Joe's, not the non-stick in the can, but that plastic sort of can. And it's oil spray, olive oil
Mm.
spray without propellants.
Yeah, I get the avocado spray. It has no propellants.
I can have both.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It's a version, it's a brand, I can't remember, but I buy they have big ones at Costco, the
Oh,
set
I
of
get it at
two,
Trader's.
and it's an avocado oil that has no propellants at all.
Yeah.
And
I have no storage at all, so I don't do Costco.
I hear that. I hear that. So yeah, air fryer is fabulous. I think between my air fryer and my Instapot, and my wok, I use my wok a lot too, but mostly, and not as often as I do the Instapot and the air fryer. They're just
Yeah.
so convenient.
Yeah, it's been really
So
great. So I've been really happy about that.
yeah. So I
But
have a
now
new,
it's still kind of like summer stuff, right? We're
yeah.
still kind of doing summer things. So I've been seeing a lot of videos for watermelon ice. Like you freeze the watermelon and then you grate it on a grater
Mm.
and it turns into like this sorbet or whatever,
Like shaved watermelon.
shaved watermelon. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
I tried the watermelon that I froze and it didn't have a lot of flavor. And I'm like,
Mm.
so how do, okay, it's gonna be frozen
Hmm.
pink ice. Now I
Maybe it
need like
depends.
watermelon flavoring.
Yeah, maybe it depends on the watermelon. Some watermelons are just more flavorful and would take to it better.
Yeah, I bought a couple limes though. That might bring it to life.
Yeah,
Maybe some
yeah.
tequila. That would probably bring it to life.
That would do
I'm
it.
gonna try it. I don't know. So I have watermelon in the freezer.
Yeah. I did another tofu recipe that I completely winged this one because I had seen a bunch of recipes that I watched on Instagram or whatever, and so I just winged it. I bought some silken tofu. That's
Okay.
the really, really
Is that the one you can turn into
gelatinous.
chocolate pudding?
That's what I did.
You did?
That's what I did. So I just threw in the whole brick of it, and it's kind of feels like a custard. That's what the silken
Okay.
tofu texture is. I threw it in a blender. I threw in the whole block of the silken tofu, I didn't even measure anything, a couple of tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, a couple tablespoons of peanut butter, and just a little drizzle of honey. I bought like raw, unfiltered honey just because there wasn't anything else to sweeten it in there, right? And I blended it and blended it and blended it. And I thought, uh-oh, I don't know what's going to happen here. It got really soft, and I thought it kind of looks like my smoothies do. Like we'll see. But I blended it up and I put it in a bowl and stuck it in the fridge. And 2 hours later, it was pudding. It was perfect.
2 hours
2 hours
only.
later, yeah.
Wow.
It was solid, gelatinous, like a regular pudding. It's a kind of
Right.
a airy pudding, kind of somewhere between a pudding and a mousse. And it's not super sweet. If I wanted to, I could have added more sweetener to it. I don't mind it that way. It's got the chocolatey flavor, but not super sweet.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun
But
things you could do. You could have even shaved a little chocolate on top.
oh yeah, oh that's what I did. So I had it with a graham cracker.
Yeah.
The graham cracker and
Okay.
chocolate is like a thing for me. So I was so surprised. I didn't even measure it out. I just threw it all in there and said, we'll see what happens. And it came out great. And then I like figured out the protein in it and the calories in it. And the whole batch, which is probably like 4 servings, the whole batch is like 500 calories for the batch and about 50 grams of protein.
Really?
Yeah, because between the silken and oh, that's the thing I forgot is I put in a scoop of protein powder, vanilla protein
Oh,
powder.
I'm out.
You don't like the protein
I
powder?
don't know.
Well, it's all vegetable-based protein powder.
We have whey,
Yeah. Well,
chocolate whey.
the one I the one I get I like
Way
because it doesn't have
gross.
any sucralose in it. I try to avoid sucralose. I'm not big on artificial sweeteners. The one I
Yeah,
have
I don't like artificial.
has a little bit of stevia in it, which I don't normally eat, but between the protein powder and the silken tofu, it is set up great. So yeah, I was really surprised. And so that's a really good protein when I need a protein snack.
I know.
Because
What's another good way to get the protein into it without the powder?
well, I mean, there's already protein in it. The silken tofu's still got some protein in it
Right.
too, right? But silken tofu is like, I don't know, I think it's 20 for the whole pack, it's 20 grams of protein in the whole
How many
pack.
grams a day are you trying to get?
I'm supposed to be getting 130. I don't usually make it there. That's too much for me. I try, but
Yeah.
I usually get at least 100. But I have to work at it. I mean, I have to have 30, 35 grams of protein in every meal. I have to have a protein snack. It's
Yeah.
kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I'm trying.
That's the thing.
Um,
It's like the worst thing because you have to think and plan about, you just want to live life without having to think about food all the time. It
yes,
forces you to think about food all the time.
it does. It does. And it gets
So,
exhausting after a while.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, Yeah, so I'm always looking for new protein sources just to try something else because sometimes I love the foods I make, but then I get tired of them. The same things
Yeah,
over and over again. You get tired of it. So,
sure.
but yeah, I make the salmon. I bake salmon from frozen in my air fryer oven for like it takes like I don't know, 18 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that.
Yeah,
From frozen, I buy the like pre-cut frozen fillet of salmon. Super easy.
that's nice.
And it's great, healthy, good protein.
Yeah. I did. I bought some frozen salmon. I don't buy frozen chicken though, but I just thought, okay, I'll try it because salmon, you buy it and you only really have a couple of days to eat it. And for me, like the minute I buy it, I no longer want to
Yeah.
eat it. Like, oh, like I'm constantly checking the date,
Yeah,
trying to push
yeah.
it off. But like, then it becomes an obligation.
Yeah.
It's a
Uh,
big commitment.
I bought it fresh and then realized I wasn't going to get to it and froze it anyway. So I'm like, I
Yeah, and
might
then
as
you
well
end
just
up
buy it
freezing it.
frozen.
So it's like pointless.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did like brining the chicken. We talked about the brine that I did last week.
Yeah.
And that's good. So I don't like to buy frozen chicken because I always want the option, if I want to brine it, do the salt, sugar, water, lemon juice
Yeah,
for a few hours.
I don't think I've ever brined. I've marinated a few times. I do that, sure,
Yeah, it
but
really tenderizes it. In
yeah.
fact, I was thinking about it, because I mean, it's not to be stupid, but seriously, like I feel like I'm holding water or kind of, and I don't drink a lot of water.
Mm,
And maybe that's the problem. I don't.
yeah.
But I was thinking about the brining because we were talking about it. And then like my bath stuff, like I have Himalayan salt bubble bath.
Hmm.
And I have a sugar I have a sugar scrub.
You just like to brine yourself.
I think I'm totally swelled up.
You brined yours.
Is that because they say everything you put on your skin goes into your body.
Yes, yes.
Is it, you think so?
I don't know, but it sounds hilarious. I think next time you're gonna have to change from saying take a bath to I'm gonna go brine.
Yeah, I've been brining for months. I'm starting to realize it's a mistake.
No, I don't actually think I think that the brining you're doing is helping your skin, you know, hydrate. I don't
Bloat.
think it's
I'm helping my,
yes,
I'm
your
helping my
skin.
skin bloat.
Yes, but I don't think it's like, I don't think it's
Yeah.
like inflammation or something that way.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
But
just go buy a bottle of Mr. Bubble, go full chemical,
uh
get rid of the Himalayan salt and the sugar scrub and see what happens.
sure,
I like the
sure.
bubbles. Yeah.
Well, I do. I was saying I would marinate, but I also do brine in yogurt. I've done that. It's really good. When I'm making
Oh,
like a tikka masala or something,
hmm.
I will I will cut up some chicken thighs because they do better in it than the chicken breast do, so they don't get all dry. I'll cut up in small pieces and I'll coat it with um, non-fat Greek yogurt and curry powder, and I'll let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours like that at least. And then when I go to cook it up, it's really tender and flavorful and tangy.
Do you
And
bake it
I'll
with all the
throw
extra yogurt? Do you pour that on top when you do it?
I you mean when I marinate it or
When
when
you
I
take it out, do you use the marinade? Like, what is
oh
the rule about marinade? Are you supposed to discard the extra marinade or do you bake with it?
I think it depends. It depends how you're cooking it. With the yogurt, there's nothing left over because it's just enough to coat it. So
Okay.
you take all the pieces out, there's really nothing else there.
Okay.
When I do teriyaki, if it's like soaking in it or something, I do usually just throw that out. It's been
Yeah.
sitting in there and I don't use it. I'll
Yeah, I
use
think you're
fresh
supposed
teriyaki to
to.
cook it. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't usually use the marinade afterwards. You can if you're going to boil it, but otherwise it's raw chicken. You got to really cook it up. So,
You got to be
hmm,
careful with the
yeah.
liquids.
Yeah,
I wanted
I
to
don't
make a
usually cook it.
chicken soup. My mom requested a chicken soup, and it's just not the weather to stand
Instapot,
over a pot. I
I'm
know I could do it
telling
in the
you.
Instapot, but she'll
I
know. She'll know.
I don't know. I have made that cheater chicken soup and it
Yeah.
is better than the chicken soup on the stove.
I can do the pea soup in there, but I just can't do the chicken.
Well, I love it, and I know you make it with a whole chicken. I don't do
I
that.
do a whole chicken.
I do it with like chicken thighs and chicken leg in, cut up pieces in there, and it just marinates right through it. I mean, you go to take it off the bone, it just falls right off.
Yeah.
And the flavor, it makes it really, you've done really well with chicken soup if when you put it in the fridge, if it's all jelly the next day,
Yeah, you
you're
get
like,
all the bone
okay, that
from the
it still
bones.
is. It when I do it in the Instant Pot, it's all jelly when I take it out.
Yeah, that is really
So
good.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
delicious.
We tried some bone broth. I didn't love it.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before. I've had bone broth too. It depends on the brand. Some of them are good, some of them aren't.
Yeah.
I like I have the Trader Joe one. I can't remember if that one I like that one. I know I like the one from Costco. That one was good.
Yeah. I mistakenly bought something. It was like a beef bone broth with mushroom,
Mm.
and it tasted literally like dirt.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
some of them can
magic
be really
mushrooms
salty and
in
nasty.
mildew water. That's really what the label should say. It should say magic
Mildew
mushrooms and
water.
mildew water. Oh, okay. Huh.
Well, there are some
I'll
that you
have
can
that.
just that are sipping broth that are meant to be sipping. You can taste them; they're good. Like I think that one I got at Costco literally said sipping bone broth.
What does that
So
mean?
it means it doesn't taste like it's not a base for making soup. It's really like it tastes like
No,
a
I didn't think it was for making soup at all.
right, but
Aren't they
some of
all just
them
for drinking?
no, I've made like a ramen broth or a pho broth with it. Like I want to up the protein level on it. So
Right.
I do that, but then I'm adding miso and I'm adding vegetables and I'm adding ginger and and then I
Yeah, that's
throw
different.
in noodles. And so even though the base is the bone broth, it has all the other flavors with it, so it doesn't taste like dirt.
Okay. I should have done that then. I should have put things in there that made it not dirt-like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But some specific like the sipping bone broth I did like at um from Costco. But I think also you bought a beef bone broth. I think I bought a chicken bone broth.
Yeah, we're gonna try chicken. I bought
Yeah,
that
the
now.
chicken was much better for me. I
Yeah.
liked it. Yeah. I
Okay.
imagine the beef bone broth could definitely have that dirt flavor.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
So, what else do sometimes we talk about in here kitchen tools that are mystery tools that you can't really tell what they are on their face, but they're odd tools in the kitchen. I have one today. I don't know, Marcel, you don't have one today, I think you said, not
I
today?
don't, but we can name that
We
tool.
could name my
Go for
tool.
it.
Okay, here we go. This is a very old style tool too, so. So for those of you who are only listening, I have no way to describe this thing.
Well, it's a black plastic handle with some kind of metal mechanism at the top that looks like the devil.
It does. It's
Okay.
got two prongs.
It has
It's
two prongs,
got
like if you were going to poke a hole in a
mm,
can of pineapple juice in 1972, but it has like two poke things on either
right.
side.
So here's another trick to what it might be. I don't know if you can see this.
Is there something at the bottom?
Yeah, so the bottom of the handle
It twists.
rotates for a reason.
Okay.
So it's a little piece of the bottom that rotates. So any
Does it
clue?
hold something?
Yes, it does hold something.
Is this like a pot holder of some kind or to lift something hot off a grill or stove?
Very good. It is a handle for a Corningware pot. So Corningware pots, that whole series of them did not have handles. They were like just square with the little like holders on the sides, or they're a round pot. And so what this is, it's a gripper on the top that grips onto one of those sides of a Corningware, and then
Hmm,
you lock it into place with this thing on the end. It locks it in.
got it.
And then you can lift it off the stove or out of the oven or whatever,
Wow.
and then unlock. So it works with all the Corningware. So instead of having to have a handle on your Corningware that
Right.
has to be oven safe or something, you could just use your Corningware and then you pick it up with the handle and then unlock it and it releases it when you put it down.
Yeah, that's a pretty good trick. I have big pot saute
Yeah.
pots like that with those tiny little they're not really handles,
Yeah,
and they get really hot.
they do. They
They
do.
get
And
really hot.
this is an original from Corningware. It even says Corningware on it.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
I don't know where or how I inherited it from my mother, I'm sure.
Wow.
I don't know where or how one would get one these days. And I don't think
Okay,
it
you have a
came.
treasure trove of
I,
name that tool in your
I
house.
do because my mother never threw anything out, and so I inherited all of it.
I love it. I love the Corningware stuff.
Yeah, I love Corningware. It really lasts and lasts. I don't think I've ever broken one of those white, Corningware pots.
Yeah.
I have all of hers and they still look like new, and she probably had them for 40 years, 50
Yeah,
years.
my mom has a couple. We talked, it was like, should I put this on eBay? But no, I'm just going to keep it.
Use it. I
I
use
love those
it.
casserole. They go in the oven.
Yeah, well, this one is for like there's a pot you could put on the stove. It's a deep saucepan, you know,
Right.
and that handle is perfect for it. So
So
yeah,
interesting that they
so
didn't make them with handles.
yeah. Well, I guess maybe because the handles would be too hot, they'd have to make them in a different material, and
Yeah.
then you couldn't bake with them in it. I mean, when I use my cast iron in the oven, I know it doesn't matter how good my pot holder is, my hand is gonna burn when I take that out. It's
Isn't that hot?
hot. It's
I haven't
crazy
put it, I'm
hot.
not putting anything like that in the oven.
See, I love cast iron, so I use
Yeah.
it all the time.
I bought a cast iron. Maybe it was like a 9 or 10 inch. And I was going to do cornbread, and the single
Mm-hmm.
chocolate chip cookie. A lot of big plans for my cast iron. And anyway, I had it stored on the shelf, and somehow, like, another Calphalon saute pot that was in there,
Yeah,
the glass lid decided it wanted to rest inside the iron pan.
yeah, yeah.
And I didn't know that until I opened the cabinet one day and saw that it had shattered into 1,000 little nuggets. Like, for some reason, the
Oh,
glass lid of another pan shattered inside my cast iron pan
that's
that I had
crazy.
never used. I hadn't even seasoned it yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have cast iron. That's pretty much all I use on my stove when I'm using my stove.
Yeah.
Is I have a cast iron Dutch oven. I have a 9 or 10 inch cast iron. I have a cast iron griddle too, which I don't hardly ever use. But I almost exclusively, if I'm using pans and stuff, I use cast iron.
Well, the big selling point on the cast iron was that it leaches iron into your food, which you want.
You do want. I don't know how much of that is true. I don't know, how much it does and how much you should have based on that. I don't know, but the best thing about cast iron, I think, is not that. I think the best thing about cast iron is that you could get a nice sear, that it's nice and even because it stays hot in evenly, even if your stove isn't necessarily heating evenly. Like, unfortunately for me, I have an electric stove, which I'd rather have gas, but they don't do that here. So it's uneven in there, but somehow when I use the cast iron, it kind of evens it all out. So it
Yeah.
it heats evenly and nothing sticks to it. If it does stick, it
Yeah, they're
comes right
great.
out. Yeah, I love
Right.
it. You just got to
All you
keep it
need is
well
a stick of
seasoned.
butter, in your cast iron.
Yeah. Oh, I just spray it with olive oil, honestly. I don't even take care of it like that. And I wash it. Some people don't wash theirs. I wash it with soap and water. I just dry it on the stove.
Yeah.
The key is to dry it hot so that it doesn't have any water collecting in it. And then season it immediately. I
After.
dry it and I spray it with a little olive oil and wipe it out, and it's ready for the next thing.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
yeah, I
haven't
love my
done
cast
it. Maybe I'll
iron.
get another one. I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
cut my losses and just move on from cast iron.
yeah, well, it depends what you cook, I guess, but I love it. I always
I
cook in
know.
that. So, gosh, we are out of time, I think.
Yeah.
So next week, there are things we could definitely talk about next week too. I will talk about one non-food, what I would call a not food that I buy every year. But we could talk about it next week.
Mm,
That's a little teaser.
I'm curious.
And was there anything else that we needed to, or maybe we'll save for next time? We have so much to talk about.
Yeah, I'm just very excited about the colder weather coming, especially as the very hot weather just got to us in Southern
Yes.
California.
Yes,
And
it
I'm
is very
preparing
hot.
with this. Yay!
Well, what Marcella's holding up a
I'm holding
Christmas
up a
disc.
CD for Charlie Brown Christmas.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the car.
Now it's so
Um,
interesting. This is August, and we talked about New Year's resolutions and Charlie Brown Christmas. Is there
yeah, and
something?
look, my background now is like kind of dark, and
Yeah,
witchy.
you're pushing for it, aren't
Well,
you?
okay, so what happened was, I don't know if you follow my Instagram, but I posted a video in Walgreens, and like a week and a half ago, Walgreens had a full Halloween display.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of
They are
early, right? Like
pushing.
August, skeletons and all that.
Mm-hmm,
And it's like,
mm-hmm.
okay, I'm gonna play along.
So you're
So,
just gonna go right to it.
so I'm
Just
ready. Yeah, it's
forward to
August.
fall.
Yeah, it's
You're
gonna be
done.
Halloween before you know it.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some Christmas decorations at Costco this week.
See?
Yeah, ribbons and all those things.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should fully do that. We should go full holiday decor for our next podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
Starting
ready
Labor
for it.
Day.
You know why I'm
When,
not ready for it? Because
why?
then it'll last even longer. And I love things about the holidays, but I don't love them like 24/7 for 6 months. So I'd rather like hold them off and enjoy them when they come and then enjoy that they're going.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put up my lights and everything. Instead of having my Christmas lights from January to April, this year I'm going to start them in September.
Wow.
Maybe August. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
we do need a little Christmas.
yeah, we probably do.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Food.
Not food. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
We're your hosts. I'm Allison Bergman,
I'm Marcel Circus.
and happy eating, cooking, staying healthy or not. And Merry Christmas. It just doesn't
Yeah.
seem right.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for it.
Okay.
Okay. Happy
Maybe next
August.
week.
Happy
Happy
summer
August.
solstice.
And we'll see you again soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.